Welcome to a random little upload because, to be perfectly honest, I'm just bored of being bored and I'm bored of not making videos. So I thought I would do a bit of a random day in the life of lockdown and see what happens. This might never even get uploaded, but because, you know, how much of doing nothing can you really do and make people enjoy? I suppose you might be able to, you know, feel the pain of boredom. But anyway, yeah, what have I been up to? Nothing at all. Yeah, just a bit of walking. I get out for my exercises every day. I've been doing crosswords religiously. Massive shout out to Rich and Emma Coasters on the Coast. We've got a little crossword group. I started it because I was really stuck on a crossword, so I asked Rich because I know he's a bit of a brain, and then I asked Emma, and anyway I decided to set up a group, and they've been invaluable helping me with the ones I'm stuck on. Yeah, they're not like The Guardian or anything, it's just my next door neighbour always posts the Daily Mirror through. Don't normally read the Daily Mirror, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of tabloids, but the puzzles are just right for my intellect. Still quite tricky, but mostly pretty easy. So yeah, anyway, it's like 12:30-ish now, and I'm going to be going out for a walk about 1 o'clock. I've just been, you know, trying to keep active. Obviously, it's really good for your health, and I'm just really enjoying walking at the moment. It's something I used to do a lot of when I was a kid, and you know, when you get a car and you just stop, and then, you know, but it's a lovely thing to do. Just get out there and, you know, think and, you know, enjoy things that you don't see in the car, you know, when you're walking around and you're just like, oh, I'd never noticed that. But yeah, so I've done my crossword this morning and had some breakfast and stuff, and I've done about eight chapters of Gangster Granny, which I'm still doing, but I've had a nightmare with, obviously the MacBook got broke, and then my Wi-Fi is horrific at the moment. It's like, it was bad anyway, but it's so bad now. It takes about 4 days to upload one 15-minute video, so I need to phone Sky and sort that out. But how are you getting on anyway? Tell me things, tell me what you're getting up to. How are you keeping your brain ticking over? I'm not back in work now for another 2 weeks, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to work. The school where I'm working at the moment, we're doing a rota system, as I might have said on the previous video. So yeah, yeah, I'm actually, I never thought to say this, but I'm gagging to get back to work. Anyway, I'm going to get myself sorted now, and I might take you out for a little walk and see what happens. Yeah, thanks for the support, for those of you that have been listening to the the reading of Gangster Granny. As I say, it was just something that I decided to do, but it's not actually been as consistent as I wanted just because of the technology stuff. But it's a great little read, actually. It's a good fun book. I wasn't familiar with it. I do lots of David Williams with the kids in Alderhay Hospital and at school as well. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, I'm up to what chapter 17. Yeah, I'm up to chapter 17 now, so there is a playlist if you'd like to watch the videos. You know, you can catch up, and it's good prep for when the ride opens, if the ride ever opens. Proper missing the parks though now. Oh man, you wouldn't believe how much I would love to get to Alton Towers or Blackpool right now, or Southport Pleasureland. I'd take anything. No offence to Southport Pleasureland, by the way. It's a charming little park. Not what it was years ago, but you know, still charming, I suppose. But I'd do anything to even get there now. Hi, welcome to Home Cooking with me, Airtime John. So as I said, I was going to go out for a walk, but then I thought I had some chicken that needed using, so I thought I'd make a little curry. Now, I normally make curry from scratch myself with herbs and stuff, but I haven't really got the ingredients at the moment. So I'm going back to the old classic make way or mac way curry sauce mix. Now, if you haven't tried this, it's lovely, proper nice. I am not, I repeat, not a fan of onions, but I have to put onion in a curry just because it adds to the flavour, so I've got to chop them up so small. Can't be doing with a crunchy onion. Not gonna lie, I think I've got the heat on too high. That's a lot of onion for me also. I do feel like I'm on a cooking show though, so you've really got to just massage the onions into the chicken and just get everything all nice and oniony and burnt. Whisking up that curry goodness there. It's like a Chinese-y style curry. I know that they're I don't know why I'm telling you about make way or mac way curry when it's, you know, it's obviously not exactly a new thing, is it? This is how bored I am, guys. I'm vlogging me making tonight's tea. FML. Okay, so that's that done. Let that simmer for 10 minutes or so, and then I can add more water later. Why am I even doing this? Right, let's go for a walk. Well, I made it anyway. And the legs are out, oh yeah. The only downside is I absolutely reek of curry. I can smell it in me moustache. It's a lovely day anyway. Came out yesterday for my walk and had to go back and get my jackets because it was deceptively cold. But it's a really nice day today. And yeah, not a cloud in the sky. Lovely. You see, I know lockdown essentially should mean you don't go out at all, but as I said, I do think that the government is saying, you know, you're allowed out for 30 minutes exercise a day, and I really do genuinely believe that it's so important to take that opportunity as long as you're careful about it. You know, especially for people's mental health. You don't have to suffer with poor mental health to benefit from getting out, because this is just like nothing we'd ever experienced before, and you don't know what sort of effect it is having on you. So I think getting out and, you know, exercising your body and your soul is really good at this time, because we don't know how long it's going to last for, let's be honest. But yeah, I'm ready for a roller coaster right now. Good news is I'm still off the cigarettes, which is cool. It's been about 3 weeks now, maybe longer. I have been using a vape pen thing, but do you know what? You've just got to do it how you do it. I mean, I did start on a very low dosage of nicotine anyway, but I've gradually brought it down, so I'm on like 3 now, and I've also got a no nicotine one which I use quite a lot. And it's not something that I want to be on permanently. Someone's just shouted something about me vlogging. But you know, if it's helping me at the moment, I'm going to stick with it, because for me it's always been when I have a drink, I can go for ages and ages, months, years, and as soon as I have a drink, that's it. So this is really helping at the moment when I have a couple of beers. Sorry, someone walked past me, then I had to stop and observe social distancing and not vlog for a second. But yeah, anyway, it's helping, so I would recommend it as a, you know, a path off smoking cigarettes, but probably we don't know the effects these things can have in the long term because they're so new, so it's not something that I want to continue long term. I've really enjoyed as well people's, you know, different channels way of getting content out there at the moment. I've seen like live Q&As, live streams. Big shout out to Chris Davenport, aka Screwy Loops, good mate of mine, doing the virtual Alton Towers online, which I've just loved. Just gets all your geeky senses heightened. And I watched this live stream the other day where he sort of went over Air, when it used to be Air, not Galactica. And yeah, they're cool. I wish I had like a laptop which could handle that sort of thing, because I'd be on it all the time. But yeah, I don't know what to do really, what sort of content I can create, and I'm racking my brains. But I have toyed with the idea of maybe doing a live Q&A or a live stream of some kind, or a live chat or whatever. But let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see, because, you know, I'm bored and I want to get some content out there. But we're very limited at the moment. Ideas for vlogs number 17, ATJ knits merchandise. Also, ow! Something just whacked me in the ear. Also, I forgot the muff today, so I've no idea if this is going to be too windy to hear. It's not a windy day, but there is a bit of a breeze out, so apologies if this is a bit... So many people though I'm missing at the moment, you know, apart from family and friends, but members of the community that I spend a lot of time with, and you know, you all know who you are, but I just really miss you, and you know, I hope you're well. I had a video call with Rich the other night, and it ended up about 3.5 hours. We ended up having a few cans of lager, and it was like a virtual pub, but it was cool because I'm not one for video call and I get really anxious about doing it. And do you know what? I thought, if it's seeing someone or not, then just go with it. And do you know what? We had the best laugh for a couple of hours and a good few bevies, and yeah, it was cool. So I'd recommend doing that. Artistic side view. Anyway, enough of me talking. Let's do a bit of a musical scenic interlude. So I've just pulled up a pew on the bench, or sat on the bench, but yeah, I started meditation this morning. Well, I started last night, and just something that I believe is very good for your mind and your soul. And you know, not been great mental health wise, as you know, the past few months, so I really thought I'd give it a go. And yeah, social distancing, but anyway, I'll keep you up to date on how that's going. Very lucky though where I live. There's about 3 parks within like 5-minute walking distance. There's Allerton Towers, there's Calderstones Park where I am now, and there's Reynolds Park, and literally they're all within 5-minute walk of where I live. So you know, obviously it's very quiet, but it's nice to have that place where you can walk to within 5-10 minutes tops, and you know, have like your 20-minute walk. It's just really just being out today and seeing, you know, what beautiful things are still out there. It's made everyone, I think, feel a little bit more back to basics in many ways, and you know, people are connecting more, as I said, like before, video calling and stuff, playing silly games in the house and just doing things that you would never normally have done. Having said that though, some people still do not understand the concept of social distancing, and you'll be passing someone and you try and make the move and they don't seem to move at all. They're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk past you right now this close. And it's like, back off 2 meters, bitch. One other thing I've been doing as well, by the way, is I made a commitment a few weeks ago to, obviously I can't get to the gym, so you can only do what you can do, but I didn't want to sort of lose any strength, so I decided to commit to like 20 to 30 press-ups a day. And yeah, really going well. I'm sort of able to knock out 20 now, like, you know, at my weight, it's all right that. But yeah, I feel myself getting stronger physically, and it'll just keep your strength up until you can get back to the gym. But yeah, I'm already starting to see a bit of change in shape and definition, which is cool. My goal isn't to build, obviously, because I want to get on them coasters, but when you do lose weight, you've got a better physique. Cheers. So I'm back. I've had my little walk. It was nice to clear my head, nice to get a bit of exercise. What am I going to do for the rest of the day? Probably, no, I'm going to do some editing. I've got some Gangster Grannies to edit. I'll edit this together, what I filmed today. Probably not one of my greater vlogs, I'm not going to lie. but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's just keeping up to date with you all, really, and you know, checking in and see how you're doing, and keeping some content rolling out there, because as I keep saying, this won't go on forever, and you can't forget about the ATJ. I'm only joking, but don't ever. Anyway, so I hope you're all right, and yeah, let me know how you're getting on, and you know, about what sort of content you might like to see. Any wacky ideas, I'm open to them. Just keep me sane, really, until I'm back in work in a few weeks. But anyway, it's been nice to catch up with you, and as I say, it's not the best vlog in the world, but it's all we got. It's all we got at the moment, so get used to it. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share. Sharing is caring, all that. And I'll speak to you soon, no doubt. Take care, and peace be with you. It's a random sign off I've ever done. Cheers. Go on then.
Airtime John's Lockdown Special, sponsored by Macway Curry Sauce Mix.